Welcome back, everybody, here to the CSGO Championship Series. The picnic continues, and so do the games as we go into map number 3 of VP going up against EnVyUs. It's been a rough run so far. Momentum swinging all the time.
Momentum swinging all the time. Twitch not working. All kinds of issues. But we're on Overpass. Karn, again, I know you're not as familiar with this map. No one really is. What do you expect to see?
Oh, well, I expect the CT, which I said many times before today, to have a fairly huge edge, actually, because it's gonna dictate when you're switching to T how many times you need to do like force buys, how much risk you can actually take. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Overpass is still a very CT-oriented map.
Yeah.
Which means if you're accumulating up like 10, 11 rounds, I think you're in a fairly good spot. However, things can go wrong as CT if you're not that experienced. And that was something we talked about here in the break, that these guys haven't really played this map recently since the changes in A in particular. So it's fairly open. It's hard to predict, and I'm very I'm hesitant to even throw out a number there in terms of score.
Yeah, it's another one of those series where it's been a great series so far. It hasn't been extremely close, but both maps had some highlights. But it's one of those maps that you're almost like, why did it come to this? Why do we have to see it, finish on this? Because it comes down to more than just skill. It comes down to experience on the map. So we do have things starting underway. So pistol rounds on. It's going to be EnVyUs starting out CT side. That bodes well for them,
especially when they can open up like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to take down Snacks.
Yeah, which means just holding through. They can't get up through the construction area or through the pipes. And with the pistols, it is kind of a horrible, horrible time for VP to breach through here. They have to smoke. They have to commit a lot of flashes as well. There's just choke points for the pistols to do their work. They have to play up against the sniper hole, up against the jungle as well. And at this point, it's a 2-on-5 trade-off until finally Taz is able to get back. But they're so deep in that, yeah, Virtus.pro are just being snuffed out. I managed to get 2, but that's all.
Yeah, so not much at all going their way that time. And again, starting out, usually, like I said in the last map when we just did our slight preview into this before the break, I said that this map is slowly going back further away from that 12-3 we used to see more commonly. It's been getting more to the 11-4, 10-5, occasionally 9-6. Usually that happens, though, when you get the pistol T side. So now things are going to be extremely hard for Virtus.pro. We did see them at least answer the call of EnVyUs with an eco of their own in the last map. They're going to have to do it again here.
Keo, if he can find these openings, he is going to go up against the scout of Pasha. And Pasha's waiting for him. Just waiting for him. Now the flash, Pasha going to be dropped. Keo knows there's 2 more moving up on him. He's got to back out of here. Or actually, no, he's going to hold his ground. Find Taz as well. There's still the 3rd. He gets a 3rd onto BYali. 1 more up with the trees. It's Neo who has managed to pick up the scout. So there's an M4 on the deck. He might prefer that over the scout. Goes for the jump shot, but really can't breach through any further. And it's just from one side of the map to the other. You go for the long A, or for the long B to start with, then the long A. Trying to make the most out of that range with the early scout, but unable to do so. Solid on the defense from Envy.
Yeah, and again, that outside perspective is just so linear. So once he was out there, it was easy to control him and contain him.
Yeah, the only way you can really even work on that mid anymore is still controlling toilets, but the movement, like the amount of walk time you've got to either go through the long or through the short. Oh, happy. He just keeps spraying. 1 ran straight past it, but he knew as he had to do as much damage to the guys that were in front. Let his teammates do the rest of the work. Shocks. Here's the plant going down. And it's just Snacks.
And
at least
Smiths
5
is
shots.
there.
They're all fighting inside the smoke. They hear the reload and then just spray in the general direction. They do hold on to the 2 M4s at least.
Yeah, so they do get a good amount of damage done. That's a slight victory for Virtus.pro. But again, keep in mind, one of the things that EnVyUs did right there, and you're going to see this very commonly, is an aggressive defensive position on the CT side, and usually it's in that bathroom area. Sometimes you'll get in toward those mid stairs, but by funneling out the defense, by getting that information early, specifically at the A site, it allows your B player more time to rotate because the rotation from B to A due to gravity is a lot longer. So again, this round, Kiyoshima, Smiths pushing up. They're already out toward, actually past the bathroom connector, and this will let them know early on if there's going to be people in that position, and there it is. They're going to run into 3, but there's guns out based on that early bomb plant. Kiyoshima, though, not having any of it. Already dropping down Pasha. Taz to go as well, and Smiths was the only one lost for EnVyUs in the process.
It's mainly because they saw the bomb that EnVyUs know exactly what the hell's going on, and Bialy and Snacks.
Oh, NBK spotted Snacks.
Gosh, he couldn't get the kill, though.
So good map control, though. He came up from mid. Snacks thought he might have a chance getting in deep behind them. Keo actually fell back into the site with Shocks. Happy got there, and Bialy's got nowhere to go. So they're just basically illuminating all the options right now for Virtus.pro, but Bialy wants to open them up for himself. He's got NBK down.
I think he realizes that the flank will be pretty heavy. So he's trying to just find the most defensive position. But no one from EnVyUs really want to try and battle this. Happy doesn't want to risk the AWP. And Keo as well as Shocks have already taken way too much damage. So just play the angle game. The only real option for Bialy was almost running back down through the tunnels and getting over towards the B side. But just hoping there's only one player there. But if he does that, it's going to be so audible. So it looks like they just wait out the round. Only 17 seconds left on it. He holds the bomb. And everyone holds their weapons, and VP just try for the next round instead. But they're not going to have that much money for next round.
I can't see it because I've got a mini-map glitch. So I actually can't tell you what the money situation is until we see it in the next round. I might have to actually, I'll just connect to the server right now.
Well, we can see it now. All right, so VP, yeah, they're pretty strapped again. And this time with AWP into the hands of Happy, bunch of M4s. MBK is the only man that hasn't bought yet in there. It's going to be an M4 as well. So EnVyUs have all the weapons they really wanted. We've got a couple of Tech 9s, a Galil and an AK. Not much to play for VP, which means they want to try and come to the B side. There's no way they can play the range game on A with that. They're just going to hope for the early pick, and they're going to almost get it. Happy with that AWP was going for the early pick down the tube, but unable to achieve it. So they just tag him out, and that's MBK to take his place. And also getting the kill onto Pasha. Now they're getting really worried. Mass amounts of flashes. MBK's forced to move back, but very quick out with the Galil.
Here comes all three on the rotation, though. One's going to come through jungle, up toward the cat. That Shocks. Happy still forced out on that smoke. They've got everything smoked off. Keo inside heaven can't see anything either. So easy
really
bomb plan, and look at the complete isolation from Virtus.pro that time. Smith's going to drop as well. Keo finds himself all by his lonesome, and finally Virtus.pro looking to get around. It's important. Again, this is another one of those maps. It's not about how pretty it is. It's just about getting there. It's about crossing the finish line, and this will be the start of it.
Man, that was absolutely perfect for the nades. They get the plant down, they realize how long the rotation's going to take, and then the nades fly into jungle, fly up to Sniper's Nest, 2 instant kills from that. And there was no way that there'll be a retake from EnVyUs after that. So Keo holds the M4, keeps the defuse kit, a little bit of armor. We'll keep it very nice and safely hidden over at the toilets. As far as money goes for EnVyUs, they could potentially just have Keo buy up for everybody. In fact, that's exactly what he does. He spends a large amount of money. MBK is the only one that has to go cheaper. But they'll have 4 M4s for this one. While VP still sticking with the no AWP. I think there's enough money anyway. But they stay with the rifles as well. Where the 2 push into B. And they're actually going for the first split. Not a full commitment coming up from Virtus.pro. So it's actually 2 going towards the long... 3 going towards the long A. With 2 over on the B side, making a large amount of noise and also throwing out the decoy. Dragging the attention of the CTs
and
over
the
to the B
interesting
side.
thing is this is the first round. We haven't seen an aggressive defense in that position, so they don't have that information that they're at A, which you would normally get from playing it, and that means they don't have that early rotation off of B. Finally, Shocks is clued in that by
they have
the
toilets.
timing that no one's there.
They have the toilets locked down, EnVyUs. So it's very possible that Virtus.pro can get flanked from
Neo
behind.
went right by NBK.
Yeah, and NBK is going to take him out.
And that was your one player that didn't have a gun either, so now he's picked up an AK, and Shocks is going to find out one more. That's such a cluster coming in from that new long. I really wish they'd open up a new and the old and just put a square there that you could take down both angles or at least remove this front bank truck. And now it's all left to the one player who with one smoke is held out. That's Pasha.
That's what makes Toilet so critical now on this map, because the second you take out that connector, you realize you've basically been trapped. Even if you try and come back towards the picnic area, you've got a wall that's blocking you, so then the CTs who have moved up have taken that out. And we've noticed already with VP's pushes, they either commit very heavily to the right flank or very heavily to the left flank. They haven't tried to compete for mid at all.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really a direct mid in this map, to be fair. There's an underground that leads to the construction, and then there's a sort of a short version into A in the front of the bathrooms, but there's nothing that really exploits both bomb sites quickly, so it's a bit of a difference in the way it plays in that regard.
For me, I just see it as the choke points. When you commit so far, like you saw the 3 players up on that long A push, and you realized, I'm trapped in here now like rats in a maze.
Happy needs to be careful right now. He's trying to play back toward the door to get up into the back stairs and rotate to A, so he's over toward jungle. But MBK is the only one directly inside B. He has been just flashed now, so Happy should be able to push out and cover off on sandbags. But if they give up too much ground there, there's no one yet rotating. Finally, Shocks will come.
Smokes and mollies. MBK waiting. He opens up the account. Pasha looks towards the short as well. They can done on multiple sides, but it's just sitting inside the smoke. They've just got Happy there. And that leaves the last one, which is going to be Neo to drop. Only one casualty of war here for EnVyUs. And they go 6-1 on CT side. Virtus.pro. Just that one beautiful push into B with the nade cover. That's the only round they've managed to win so far. Everything else has just been beautiful control from EnVyUs.
I mean, yeah, even on the so you go back to the old school before this whole aggro defense came into this map. They just held off the angles in the site, and again, they couldn't get a bomb plant. So there's just so many ways you can play this right now, but they're going to get aggressive again. Smiths and Kiyoshima looking for that early information, and they're going to find it because Virtus.pro is coming right at them. They've crossed over, though. They've gotten past them. That one smoke might allow them more time to back out, but Neo knows he's there.
Reloading.
He's not having it. He's going to pick up his M4, which didn't have many shots come out of it at all, so Bialy actually is the one to get Kyo in the end. Shocks tries to get aggressive and pop out from the site before they get there. But it's Happy in the end who's going to bail them out because now the bomb's down in the site, and had he not had that kill, we would have been in a 2-on-2 with good position from Virtus.pro. Now it's all on Taz to clutch this back.
He's trying to sneak his way up through the smoke and find an angle. He's got one over on MBK. He does finish off with a kill.
Happy knows he's there, though. He just has to sit and make sure he can't enter the site.
I think Taz is, by a process of elimination, realized he's over on long. But what's he going to do about it? Life points, like, HP-wise, they're fairly even. He's checking all. He can't check onto the truck anymore. That was obviously modded out as well.
Oh, no.
And his back is towards him, but Happy's got his own back! And now they turn, but Happy will win the gun round.
Oh, hey, friend. How are you?
It's like the old-fashioned dueling. On the count of 3, you will turn and fire your opponent.
It was actually one of those things where at the start it looked like, yeah, they know exactly where each other are.
But
then
they're both
it went
clueless.
it went on so long that they both second-guessed it. So Happy gets the kill. 7-1 now, EnVyUs. It's not necessarily over just yet. We're going to see guns come back out from Virtus.pro. And again, like I said, it's not about how pretty it is. It's not about how efficient it is. It's about getting the rounds in general. They've got one. I mean, you want more than 3. You want 4. But it's still possible. We're only on round 9. So
this time, for the first time, VP is playing up through the mid. And Happy is the man that has to defend. Coming up through short, realize the planner and take him out. So the bomb revealed to be on B, and everyone from A can come back over, but Happy playing from Toxic. There's still a nade available. In fact, there's multiples of them, but Kehoe bringing them down. They must not know that Happy is a Toxic, or else they would have nailed that out a long time ago. And it's just the one last T that's got the bomb, and he's back over at the toilets area, running to the A site.
He may actually get there. Smiths is actually the closest one to the A site, but he's down below in heaven. When I look closer at it, it's kind of like Nuke in that position. The overlay doesn't really indicate. So yeah, he should be able to get a free plant out of this.
This is the money. He's too cautious. Now the plant comes. They should be able to hear this. And there's that rotation coming to A. And he instantly tries to jump down to go and battle him, but Keo able to win it. That'll be his 3rd scalp as well for the round.
Yeah, and his mentality there was if he can get one before they're there to set up, it actually kind of takes them apart, so they can't go for an immediate retake coordinated as much as they would have liked, but he gets caught out by Keo in response. 8-1. Now they have to, well, they've got full money bonus, obviously. I was going to say now they have to save, but they'll force again. They just won't get a full buy out of it. So Neo's going to go for an AK, a decoy smoke, head armor, so no flash for him. And the rest of them are equally as grimaced in their buy.
This is going to be really difficult. You're up against full mollies from EnVyUs, so any kind of early aggressive push you want to do on the B, which is what you normally do when you're feeling under in weapons, it's not really going to work. Because they're just going to hold you out. Not to mention the CT's so aggressive up through Squeaky. And they've realized the door's opened up, so Neo goes for one, looks for the second. Can't get it, and we're actually in a 2-on-2 situation. Not what we're really expecting. MBK needs to win this battle up against Pasha, and he will do so. So it's just Snacks on the AWP. The last man left alive, coming back down to the blue door.
He has the op as well as this Tech 9. He's already crossed by Keo, though. He's already, but crucially, already passed by Keo. That gives him a bit of a chance to try and come into MBK, who is looking at sandbags, though, and Keo's actually fallen back to support from the opposite angle. So Snacks needs to find this kill fast. Not able to hit that first shot. So MBK wipes him up, and now they're on 9. And now it's starting to look a little bit more dire for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, they've just lost complete control of this map.
They're going to keep forcing, though. They're always going to force with this much of a money bonus.
They're up against double orbs. Like, they're up against Happy and Smiths now. Getting any kind of advantage. Like, you no longer is going to be watched. And any kind of poke through the B side in the tunnels is instantly going to be shut down. Kiyoshima's
got $12,000 to his name. The other ones aren't that far ahead.
They're just like running 3 straight down the toilet side, jumping into the mids, and then they're going to try and contest. Keo, first one to drop. Shox is still going to be here to battle. Whoops! He's actually switching over to the Molotov.
Still gets away with the kill, though. Smith's also going to find out Bialy, who is trying to come around from the other side at the top of the door. Got caught out by that op that was up close. And now Happy's going to get Virtus.pro, or pardon me, Neo. So Virtus.pro's down to just Pasha.
Do you lift
and
Pasha?
EnVyUs looks a lot more composed, I have to say, on this map right now. Virtus.pro's getting caught off by all of the aggression that EnVyUs is putting in their direction. Yet to find an answer for it.
I love how proactive EnVyUs is being as well. Like, they want to make sure they can control the tunnels.
And I mean, like I say, so tunnels is a bit of a different approach, but the aggressive defense on this map is all the rage right now. Having that information at long A, again, just gives your rotators that extra second or two to get in position. It's such an easy map to funnel your offense on. Again, where there's no mid that gets exploited if you push up too far at A. It's not like, oh no, mid's gone, they're going to come at A from another angle. There's really only one other path they can go, so it's easy to get the information.
VP isn't going to force their buy this time around, by the looks of it. Okay, it's just the 5 Tech 9, which means we're rushing B. It's flashes. What do we got? We've got 3 flashes, 2 smokes. This is a full B, or actually no. They're moving back up, and they're going to go through the tunnels. So it has to be in then through short. They're getting spammed up as they go through. Neo down to 45 HP. And Keo's waiting for them over at the toilet. So he'll find Pasha to start with. Look for the second movers. But calling that it's over on the A site. Taz. Nice Tech 9 work until he's going to get up by Smiths. The smoke's going into cover, and Smith just walks out with a pistol. Wants to kill the planner. Able to do so. Got a 3-fer, and going to try and wrap it up. It'll be Keo to do the job. So VP just throwing caution to the wind, attempting something radical, and it didn't really pay off. And we still hold both of their ops and 2 of their rifles.
And again, Virtus.pro can't find anything. No counter. Pasha's finally going to get an op out because they did save even with that money bonus, so this is a desperate play.
It means he has to get an earlier picker. Like,
he has the bomb and he's going for this pick too, so he's looking at long through the sewer pipe. But look at the control they're getting. They've got 2 up close by the front of the bathrooms. Happy and NBK already in construction.
They're not giving him a
target. Where else can they go? Pasha can't possibly. I mean, they could try and get in through sewer right now and hold off the retake from B. They do have the bomb in that position, but look how spread out the rest of the players are. Neo's going to try and get information up at long A. There's 3 players there, so he's already down easily to Kiyoshima. And now Happy and MBK just fall back. Now they can secure. They've got that man advantage, so Virtus.pro's not getting anything to work with right now.
This patience from Pasha wears off at exactly the wrong time, because the target then just moved forward. MBK kills off Bialy. And Pasha just looking at his own teammate on the other side. They do not want to lose this AWP either. Shock's going to find Taz coming out of the toilets with his fly still down. He's so close to MBK. But MBK is keeping his back turned. Does he look? Pasha? Does it? Okay, he looks. The flash will come. And now 1 shot from Happy. Pasha, the last man left alive. I would say it's AWP on AWP, but there's a lot more support coming the way of Happy, and he only needs the pistol to do the job. 12 rounds to 1 in favor of EnVyUs.
And just look back, I mean, they got 1 kill that round. They got 1 kill the previous round, 2 before that. Okay, 3 in round 10, but bomb defused round 9, still with 4 players up. That was the round that Neo snuck back over to A. The only round they really contested closely in the recent history was round number 8. We're now on round 14. And the frags show it. Taz leads the way with 6, whereas 15 for Kiyoshima on EnVyUs. It's just nothing at all coming out right now from VP.
Pasha almost getting the upper hand up against Happy. He's having to pull himself back right now as the push from VP has managed to be successful to get onto the B side, but Shox still holding Toxic. Takes out 1. The flashes continue as Keo throwing down these nades, giving all the cover they require. And in fact, even a team kill coming out at the last point by Bialy onto Snacks. Everything going horribly,
at least
horribly
they got a kill
wrong.
that time, though, right? At least they got a kill that way.
Yeah, always look on the bright side of life. Isn't that what the Monty Python boys always say?
I think so, yeah.
Look on the bright side of an auto sniper in the hands of Smiths. If you're a really big fan, you could have gone back with, well, no one expects a Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, you know them so much better than I do.
I am a Monty Python boy. Python.
Look at this, 3 players up mid this time, or the short side of the bathrooms. They'll get right into those stairway. Keo's already looking. But yeah, so this is the one time that they're going to give away that information. But look, they've still got Shocks on the stairs. He already knows. Bialy, at least, though, has countered them. Taz is going to come in, takes away that trade that went back the way of Shocks. So now a man advantage. And oh, no, that was the entrance. That was your chance. NBK shuts it down. And look at this, 2 more for him. Make it 3. I was about to say Virtus.pro might have a chance on the A site. Not to be.
Sexy. Absolutely sexy how that ended. Keo with the movement back up through mid. Like VP knew what they wanted to do. They realized the second they got those early frags, they had to move directly into the site, and that meant the flankers, they weren't looking for them.
We're going live very, very quickly here, but Karn, any thoughts from you?
Well, definition of a massacre, I'd say. Obviously, Virtus got 1 round, but I think it's very... it's very unlikely they're able to come back from this.
Do we want to start a poll here? Like, can we just get like a hype train going? Can we get the Virtus plow gas?
Comeback is real.
If VP had 3 rounds, then maybe I would decide to purchase a ticket.
There's not much you can really say. If this pistol round goes the way of Envy, then the series is over just as quick as that.
They read it up immediately, so here we go.
Yeah.
We want to get it over with.
You want to cast? Let's let Karn do this one. No? He's shaking his head no. All right, Toby, it's all you.
He doesn't want a part of it at all. Snacks, well, he's able to get off a good start here. So VP, well, they do even it up. Still that Tech 9 in the hands of MBK, but he's limping. In fact, Happy's also going to drop 2. There's those flankers we're talking about. And the problem when you go for these quick pushes, you've got to be watching your ass. MBK has to turn around to deal with him, but right now, EnVyUs locked into a corner. Open up the corner a little bit further, and I think actually moving back over to B. Breaching in through long's not really the greatest option in the world, and Shocks, he can't get himself out of this corner. Maybe he can. Taz still tagged him up a little bit. But MBK, Tech 9, the CTs are moving to B. Or at least they're backing up. Okay, no, they're just backing up deeper into A. MBK to drop. Last player is Shocks. He does have the bomb. And he's going to persist on this A side.
Yeah, but he's got 17 HP, so one good shot from Bialy would put him down. P2000 not close enough yet to do 1-shot damage in response. So this should go Bialy if he just plays this right. Not hitting the shot.
Yeah.
Let's get him in the end.
He does the job. He does the job. So VP get their second round, or their first round, but second round for the map. But as we've seen multiple times with the Ts, it doesn't really matter. But you're seeing how heavily Virtus.pro are investing this. If they lose this round, they're going to lose the next one.
Yeah, so they've gone for 2 P90s and 2 M4s. The P90s with Neo and Taz are both actually over at B, so they try and mow them down. But Snacks is
what a great position.
It isn't. SMG there. He won't have enough damage immediately. He does have the support from Pasha. Yep. He does get the first, but Snacks is already down as expected. I didn't think he could sustain that position. The good news is they've got the information, and they've all already rotated. They just need to be careful not to leave a hole back into B. So Bialy's actually waiting down below in the jungle, but it's all on A. Neo's there. There's the Pro 90 spamming away. Can he get the first shot? Not able to do so just yet. Has to fall back and actually go for that reload. A little bit exposed to Smiths, who does some decent damage with that P250.
With the crossfire now, I'm surprised EnVyUs didn't just try and play the B site and rotate back over. They were in a position where they weren't fully committed into the A site. Happy. What's he got? He's got a small little machine gun to play with and 23 HP. Looking for just the spray, hoping for the headshot. That's one hell of a prayer he's trying to go for. And Taz is going to finish the job. Put an end to this nonsense. So I think it's finally his pistol round properly for EnVyUs now. It's almost worth, well, You could go for a couple of flashes, still try and breach into B. That's the only real choice you have. Try and do what VP attempted to get their only round on the T half. And where are they going? Nope, they're coming back up. They still want to try and breach into the A. As already, this time Snacks moves all the way up towards the party area. He takes out 2, looking for the 3rd, able to claim it until Shox puts him down. With a nade from Pasha, there's a little bit of spill damage out to Shox. And the M4 will do the rest. And this is just a throwaway round right now for EnVyUs. They don't take any real weapons off Virtus.pro. And they're able to hold more rounds, 3 in a row, but it's buy round time for EnVyUs.
It is buy round time. They only needed 2. Good to see we've got a little bit of momentum going though for Virtus.pro. They avoided that eco that time. That would have been the end of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for this Mag 7 on Neo as well, and he's actually getting very aggressive out toward those mid stairs. So if anyone drops
he's taking
down,
the place
oh,
of
he's
Snacks.
actually okay. He is gonna go into the stairs. I thought he was actually gonna play the connector out toward Birthday Party, but he'll get down. Exchange is going on at construction. That's your fake though. That's your sell. That's happy. The rest of the company of EnVyUs is all heading over toward A. Shox has already pushed past Neo in toward those bathrooms. I'm pretty sure he heard him. He just doesn't want to go out because he's got that close range weapon. But here comes the rotation from Bialy and Taz back toward A. And Neo now will slowly start to creep out and try and get behind them.
Pasha got the vision. Throws the smoke.
MBK, though.
Oh, actually kind of screwed up the smoke. It's a little bit too shallow when there's a hole on the side.
There's your first one with that shotgun. Make it 2 now for Neo as he got behind them. He bid his time very well, so good efficient play. And now it's all on Bialy to hold off that last small choke point, that new entrance into A. So now we're 14-5. Now things are rolling.
It's only a matter of time before EnVyUs, for the first time, go over to that B site. Like every time they're looking to go up long, try and control up. I'm not going to say the full mid, just control the toilets as opposed to control tunnels. And this time, yeah, it is. They're going to B. And Virtus.pro very aggressively pushing up in front of toilets. They're not going into the mid, but now they definitely will. MBK rushing himself through. There's still one over on Toxic he needs to take care of, and they're doing so with the Tech 9s. Happy can't keep the flank covered, however. So now it's only 2 Ts left. Smith and Shox, he's got this AWP, Smiths. And the plant is down. Can Virtus.pro successfully retake? When Pasha is behind them, he takes care of Smith. It's just the Tech 9 from Shox. He's sitting down there inside the pit. Taz is not looking for him, however. Now you'll see him finish it off, and Virtus.pro, they defend themselves up against the first push from VP into B. From EnVyUs into B.
Taz going over to inspect this kill. Just make sure he's dead. Let's just make sure everything's okay.
Check the pulse, man.
All right, guys, he's out. Bomb's defused. Everything's good. Counter-terrorist, guys. Good job here today. Still a lot more work to go, though. 14-6, and we're going to get back to rifles now for EnVyUs. All AKs, though. AWP, the op, not really efficient or effective. The only way it works, again, is specifically T-side, the only way it works at all, traditionally, would be out at that long A position to catch that one aggro defender, but you've still got to find an angle on A, and now that this new entry doesn't allow you to peek back behind the bomb truck, it's a lot harder to do. So I'm not surprised to see all rifles coming out so far in this position. Look at this aggro defense, though. Snacks and Pasha already caught out. They're both going to go down. In the end, Pasha only gets one, and there's nowhere to run and hide at that point when you're caught that far ahead. Yeah, and there it is. Neo's down. So everyone that went aggressive that time got caught. EnVyUs lose 2 doing so, but it's only Bialy and Taz left, and they're going to get inside A because, oh, well, Taz has got up past the electrical box. He gets shocked, so this will slow them down just a little more. Keo's got the bomb, and here's my point. That front truck, there's no way to get a line of sight back in the back corner, so they can't even get a Molotov in there. They've already used the one they had.
I'm going to try to throw the nades in there instead to clear out Taz. As Happy looking over the shop. Oh, he should have seen him for a moment. There's, oh no, he switched to smoke. But the one time he could have got the pick off on Taz, now he gets a second chance because Taz has the audacity to peek twice. And Keo wants to try and finish this up. They know where the last player is. And again, they line themselves up. I suppose that is karma for Keo, because he used Smith as a human shield as they're trying to push up through long A. And this time he was the human shield.
That lineup only worked for Happy because he peeked out second. If he went out first, that probably would have gone through both. So that's match point. EnVyUs get that one elusive round that was held away from them, but they still have guns out on Virtus.pro's side. Snacks is going to be the one with the op this time. We're going to see, actually, look how aggressive he's getting. He wants to go right into those stairs, but no one's coming that direction just yet. It's all going to be on Neo and Pasha, again, who are playing aggressive to catch them out at Birthday Party, and if they go down early again, that's going to completely give up the A site like we saw last time.
Boom, number 1 down. Smoke to do the cover.
Neo's going to jump on this opportunity as well, so he pops up now from that bathroom, and oh, look at them both down. Keo and the bomb to drop. It's all left to Happy. I'm sure he's smiling with the scoreline, but he's still got to focus on this round. They're going to fire him back towards Sandbags. Good reaction shot, but he sticks away just a little bit too long in the barbecue, and he'll get cooked, so now it's 15-7.
Done to a turn. It's only going to take 1 turn of this map for EnVyUs to still finish the job, because Virtus.pro, they're playing Comeback Kings right now. And it's only going to take 1 round for EnVyUs to take this map and get their best of 3 showdown between NIP to directly qualify for the DreamHack Bucharest finals for the CSGO Championship Series. And Molly from Bialy and the spray. Well, that kind of lasted long. They keep moving through the fire, however. Now, this time around, Virtus.pro are in the perfect position for the defense. Snacks from up in Sniper Nest. Shox has only got this sad pillar to play with.
Oh, nice shot.
He's moving back out again. He has the bomb. So Shox can play this well. Yeah, I don't know if moving over to A is really going to work, because Pasha's just going to go up through mid. He's doubling back. He made the run as though he was going for it, and now he's going to move in through tunnels. Or is he? No, he's actually up. He's gone all the way up to the playground. And Pasha's trying to get the information. That's why he's sitting just below the party. With 47 seconds on the clock. The opening. That's all Shox needs. He needs 1 person down and a nice gun. With 38 seconds left, he did. He doubled back to B. But all the way down, like literally sitting in sewerage. That's where Snacks is at the moment.
And he's going to go back to Sandbags, but immediately that's going to be covered off. Yeah, quick shot right there by Snacks. So Virtus isn't done just yet. They're making the scoreline a little closer. It's just too bad their T side couldn't give them more of a chance. So still match point. Back to pistols, though, for EnVyUs. The only thing that could really catch them off right now is, again, if they went for another aggressive A push, went for that aggressive defense, and EnVyUs got those kills. That was the only round they've picked up so far. Keep in mind, you go back to the game against Fnatic at DreamHack Winter, when all the controversy happens, EnVyUs only managed to get 3 rounds then. So it's not like they're extremely proficient T side on this map either. They're going to go front bathrooms this time. Pasha's up in the connector. He'll hear them go by. So Taz is already rotating, and Neo and Snacks are setting up for very passive, but they're already toward A. Pasha's let them all go. He's got to turn back and go for this flank. They're already there, and they're going to go for this bomb plant deep inside the corner, so it's going to be very securable. And look at Shox and MBK. They might take this game on an eco. Wow. Pasha's not done, though. There's that reverse angle, and now it's all on Happy and Keo to hold them out, and Pasha's going to get 1 more. So Kiyoshima going to sit back in the truck station, hold on to his trucker hat, and use those American dualies in all the fashion, but can't get the kill. Bialy gets it. That's going to be a defuse.
Obviously not fashionable. Need to be French to do that. Oh, wait. Hang on.
He is French. Sponsored by Americans. We get both references in there. Well done.
The call.
Well, if this, I'm all for this. Keep it going, Virtus.pro.
Well, they can try. Smith's with the AWP, 4 AKs up. Remember, Envy was still doing this on an eco, and they managed to take that many weapons off VP, at least forcing them to buy. They got a lot of cash. They're still 7.8k, unless that's a bug over on Pasha. There's still a lot of money in the hands of Virtus.pro, so they'll be able to have a semi-buy next round. But EnVyUs, remember, they only need 1. And they got 6 more to go. They're going to try and take out long A. Pasha again, though, up into the toilets area. Be careful about that push. In fact, he's the one sitting on lower toilets. It's the battle in upper, which has been taken out here by Snacks, who is taken out by Keo. Well, the T's very, very spaced. They got 1 at Squeaky. They got 1 all the way down inside the sewers. And then the long push. The bomb's already on the ground. Molly pushing Pasha back off the truck. And there's just the defensive smoke. Keo, wow, he got that one over the front bonnet. Even picking up Taz, who didn't turn around for it. And EnVyUs, they've got the site. There's only 2 CTs left, and A belongs to the Ts. Neo's got no other choice. He's just lost Bialy. I think this is over.
This is over. Neo's going to try for it. There's one to NBK. Actually, another on Smiths. Oh, Neo!
Wow, go
He's
huge.
not going to go without a fight, so it would be a 1v5 ace if he can keep this going. And then I'm just going to say the comeback's entirely possible.
There's 3
this
flashes.
Is Neo we're talking about. He's still trying to get in. That smoke out. Nope,
It's
Shox
over.
knows he's there. So 16-9. EnVyUs win the last 2 maps of the best of 3. They'll move forward. We've got NIP coming up, and Virtus.pro will bow out at this point of at least this portion of the tournament. They've still got the last chance qualifier.
Yep.
They'll get $1,000 for their efforts.
The extra lives are over for them, I guess.
That T side for them just didn't give them a chance at all.
Well, I also think we witnessed the kind of reason why Overpass was generally quite absent over at ESL 1. Teams are yet to figure out how to play this map as terrorist, and for the time being, CT extremely dominated. We saw EnVyUs kind of banking on just rifles up to like, what was it, 9-1, and then they swapped to AWPs, which they could obviously afford at that very point, but yeah, it seemed to be extremely difficult to maneuver and coordinate the attacks. What I kind of missed was, you know, kind of try long pushes when you sneak up as far as possible, because you can surely utilize the smoke grenades, but then you need to have a solid kind of a backup player, someone like GetRight, someone like Happy to kind of make a bit of action on the other side of the map, make sure you're not getting flanked, and then eventually when you're close to the bomb site A, you do some kind of synchronized attack through the bathroom as well. That didn't happen now, but also, I get at this hour the teams are getting a bit, you know, frustrated. They continue rushing, they continue taking duels that, statistically speaking, they don't have much fortune in. But yeah, congrats to EnVyUs for proceeding into the grand final of today's matches versus NIP.
Do we want to look forward to that and see what we expect?
Or should we save for when we come back?
Maybe we can do it in the pregame. But I mean, obviously, Nip's been sitting back and watching this. I know GetRight called me out for calling him out, so I know he's been watching the stream. Obviously not right now. Twitch is down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my story also offended.
But nonetheless, they've been sitting back and watching. I'm sure they're going to ban out Overpass now that they've just seen what happened with EnVyUs on this map. But they look good tonight. EnVyUs looks awake now and rolling, so we'll take a break. I think that's where we're going to conclude. You're watching this on VOD, so I can't say go subscribe, but if you are watching it on VOD and you do hit the subscribe button, you can still help the prize pool.
The picnic may be over by now. Either way, I'm hearing the music in my ear, and that tells us to wrap it up. So we'll be back.
You to shut up.
No, it's just like the Logies. Well, actually, you don't even know what the hell the Logies are. It's just like the Oscars.
Right, I assumed that's what you meant.
The music. Logies is crap, Australia. So yeah, that's going to wrap up at least our consolation final. NIP going up against EnVyUs will be happening in just a moment, so stay tuned. As well, being done on multiple sides, but it's just sitting inside the smoke. They've just got Happy there. And that leaves the last one, which is going to be Neo to drop.
Might allow them more time to back out, but Neo knows he's there.
Reloading.
He's not having it. He's going to pick up his M4, which didn't have many shots come out of it at all. So Bialy actually is the one to get Keo in the end. Shox tries to get aggressive and pop out from the site.
Movers. But calling that it's over on the A side. Taz. Nice Tech 9 work until he's going to get off by Smiths. The smoke's going into cover, and Smith just walks out with a pistol. Wants to kill the planner. Able to do so. Got a 3-for, and going to try and wrap it up. It'll be Keo to do the job.
The way of Shox, so that will be an advantage. And oh no, that was the entrance. That was your chance. NBK shuts it down, and look at this. 2-0 for him. Make it 3. I was about to say Virtus.pro might have a chance on the A site.
Screwed up the smoke. It's a little bit too shallow when there's a hole on the side.
There's your first one with that shotgun. Make it 2 now for Neo as he got behind them. He bid his time very well, so good efficient play, and now it's all on Bialy to hold off that.